The Gospel of today, from Matthew 9, 35, 38, and Matthew 10, 1, 5, 6 through 8. And Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every disease and every infirmity. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion for them, because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into his harvest." And he called to him his 12 disciples and gave them authority over unclean spirits to cast them out and to heal every disease and every infirmity. These 12 Jesus sent out, charging them, "Go nowhere among the Gentiles and enter no town of the Samaritans, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, and preach as you go, saying, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse lepers, cast out demons. You receive without pay, give without pay. The harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. Pray therefore the Lord of the harvest to send out laborers into the harvest." He calls us, because the kingdom of heaven is at hand, calls us to go out and be laborers of the harvest. And that doesn't mean let's go and all preach and like the olden days when I was growing up at the street corners with the boombox and the microphone, which that's awesome. For those that go out there and do that, God bless. But not all of us are called for that. Sometimes I even question if I'm called for that myself. But the thing is that we are all called to be laborers for him in our own homes, in our own groups, in our own families. The light of you through God is what brings other people to God. I saw a quote the other day that said, "You have to keep going because the only Bible that someone will read is you." So we have to share that gospel. Even if we're not actually sharing the words of the gospel lives within us. So we have to go out and be the gospel to those people and not give them an opportunity to talk and say, "Oh, that person doesn't actually follow God. He's just a hypocrite because he did this wrong or he did this wrong. Or I'm following his example and that led me to sin." So we have to go out there and show them and be the lampstand that's not hidden, that we are the light of the world, that we are the light of God. So go out there and be laborers of God and join in the harvest. Let me leave you with a prayer today. Lord Jesus, rouse my spirit from complacency and stir my faith to see you act today. Give me boldness to live and proclaim the message of the kingdom of heaven and to be a prophetic sign of that kingdom to this generation. God bless. Have a great day. Go out there and labor.